as they the Philadelphia Eagles. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. And that nearly trouble, but it's incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it, and it'll be second down.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Throwing is Hurts. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. There he goes, left side. The 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Well, we know that he can beat you in a number of ways. He can catch it short, he can take it long, or he can do what we just saw right there, catch it and then run with the football.
And that should serve as a big warning to this defense. They know now that they have to stick close to these receivers because they have the ability to break games wide open after the catch. And that one wound up in the end zone.
And the next-gen stats show us the tale of how much yardage he was able to tack on after the catch. Elliott good with a PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Allen, he'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Well, this defense for the Eagles, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long. Step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
Throwing is Allen on third. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. It's Barkley on the counter. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Allen now on the option right. 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game. And all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A handoff to Barkley, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
2nd down and 8. Saquon Barkley running right. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on third down to keep the drive going. They got to get it to the 21 here on third down. To the air, Allen. And this is going to be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Tyler Bass out for the Bills field goal. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. The kick by Bass is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the year.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. This one out quickly to Watkins. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the 1st down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. A quick throw into the hands of Rager.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And that's complete to Sanders. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another 1st down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Hurts with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. Allen's throw caught by Tony. They find some open field here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big gain there for the Bills.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. To throw, it's Allen. He's going to rifle one deep left side.
And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Allen. Isaiah McKenzie hauling it in. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 25-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10.
Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo.
Gabriel Davis.
His first touchdown of the new season. And the Bills have cut it to within a score.
And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And the lead is down to 4.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts.
And they take him down. The Bills get to him. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, that's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Second and 15.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Hurts. Smith catches left side. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Hurts. Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Randy Gregory drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. Hunter Nicewander on a punt as he sends this one away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Ready to go for their next drive. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. If they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
He was brought down by Eric Wilson. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. Play action. Now it's Allen. Pressure comes, and down he goes. He'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. Allen going to throw. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Bills send the punter out as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start.
And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Carlos Basham in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
Boy, every time I see speed like that off the edge, Charles, I just don't know how these offensive linemen do it. I would think that they would get called for holding every play, and maybe they should have been called for holding on that one.
Yeah, maybe not just holding, but sometimes you end up setting back in the offensive backfield a little bit farther to try and help you with the edge. That's a penalty as well. Sometimes you overset, they'll come inside of you. That's what speed does. It disrupts an offense. And right now, you've got to pay attention to this edge rusher on every single down.
Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. And with a 3rd and 14, we have 6 defensive backs out there now defensively.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
He's going to look deep for Watkins.
Complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money.
Elliott good with a PAT, and that makes it a 21-10 game.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Come to the line to start their next drive.
And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together.
He's going to loft one deep left side here.
And this is incomplete. Well played defensively. Nearly had the interception, but it's second down.
Well, no kneeling for them. They decided they weren't going to run out the clock. They decided to take their shot downfield, hoping to either make a connection or a pass interference call. They wanted more points to put on the board.
A final shot before half for Allen. He's going to take another shot here. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. So we've reached halftime here, and it's our visitors, the Eagles, leading this one. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
The Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports.
And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. After the penalty, they go with Barkley. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Now Allen. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. 9 yards is the loss on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Here's Allen to throw it. He's going to look deep down the field.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Darius Slay with a pick. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Another run with Sanders. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. He'll look to throw. And this one complete to Smith.
And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up 2nd. Another try after the 1st down sack. Hurts. Flush to his right. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman. Right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. It'll be a sack and a loss of 3, but more importantly, it brings up 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
A gain of 6 there on first. Second and 4.
They'll give it to Barkley off the option play.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. And to give this time to the tailback. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Quan Alexander gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Throwing now is Allen. And the trick play doesn't work. Good reaction there defensively, and it'll be 4th down. So he stopped for no gain, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. The Bills send the punter out as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. This is brought in at the 21. It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st down, Hurts. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
To throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. The Sanders has got it complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
40 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts.
That is incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
He was looking for Miles Sanders out of the backfield, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. And he'll take this one down to the 36. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 8.
Throwing is Hurts.
It's caught. Smith. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. Now to try the Eagle field goal, Jake Elliott from the right hash. It's a 46-yard attempt. The kick by Elliott is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again. That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the 1st down.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Buying time to his... And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Bud Dupree able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. A lot of ground to cover. 2nd and 22.
Another try after the first down sack. Allen. Flushed out right. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big gain there for the Bills. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movements. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
Allen now on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. On play action, Allen. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. And this is caught. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown.
So there's the big arm of Josh Allen on display. He can throw it as deep as anybody, and that was an absolute laser.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
And down to the 44, 5 yards that time. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Another run here with Sanders. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
54 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively.
Well, that play really didn't fool them. They completed the screen pass, but for lost yardage, a really nice play by the defense.
Behind the chains, 2nd and 13. Here's Hurts to throw.
Out to the left there and complete to the tight end Goddard. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. They go back to the ground with Sanders. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And he put enough leg into it, but it's well off to the right and no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, things just got interesting. They tried for the long field goal there to salt this one away. They don't get it, and now a little time for the other guys to mount a late drive.
Well, they thought their kicker would put it through the post and finish this one off. I'm sure they discussed pooch punting it and letting their defense take over. Well, the defense now has to make it stand up, but they didn't get the best field position because the ball comes back to the line of scrimmage.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this...
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off around the 37.
And the Eagles have just about sewn up this football game.
Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
72 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
They'll run. It's Sanders. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Hurts down to one knee, and that should just about do it.
So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia. And